Guys, it's Karen, Hawk Intuitive Journeys. Welcome back to the channel. I have another reading here for a portion of the collective. I just did another one, and there's a lot of spiritual growth and expansion. This one feels a little bit different. I picked all the cards out ahead of time, and just felt like a completely separate message. So, we get two readings today. I'm just going to jump right into it. Remember, this is general reading, so I'm tapping into a larger collective. If you want a more personalized, personal reading with more specific details to your situation, all the information is in the box below. And I'm just going to jump right into it. We've got the Spirit Messages Oracle deck here by John Holland, and what's my other deck? A Steampunk Tarot cards. Steampunk Tarot deck, which I love. I haven't used them in a while, so it's interesting that they decided to come back out today. They're usually a little feisty. Someone usually, it's kind of a sassy personality that needs those tarot cards, so in my experience. Spirit, can I have 3 cards in this deck, please? Collective. Thank you. Thank you. I have one more, please. I'm going to pull all of them first, and then see how the story is laid out. Spirit, can I have one more, please? The last video that I did, I had pulled the cards ahead of time. This one I decided to do one where I pull the cards as I go. It's a little bit more organic for me, the way that it develops, because I can see it as it develops. They want me to flip this one over first, so that I can get the picture, paint the picture as it goes. The last reading that I did, I had pulled them ahead of time. If you guys have a preference, comment in the comment box below and let me know. I'm starting to work on the content here on the channel. I'm trying to figure out the way that it's going to develop. So let me know what you like better. Spirit, can I have 3 cards? 3 more cards, please. Ooh, that's too many. Can I have 3 cards, please? Thank you. Thank you, Spirit. Someone has got some supercharged energy right now. Like my friend Susan says, these cards are very charged. Susan at Susan Dawn Spiritual, she's an amazing reader. Make sure you go over and check out her channel as well. Okay, let me sit with these for just a second and see what they're telling me. It's no coincidence that the Father cards are here, the King of Pentacles, which to me sometimes represents a father. It's a more grounded father, a more money-based, earth-based father kind of figure. Sturdy, maybe a little bit less emotional and affectionate than the King of Cups would be. But it's no coincidence this is set up here, Father's Love, just above the King of Pentacles, just after Father's Day. So it feels a lot to me that someone here, whoever this is for, is working through a little bit of that issue. This King of Pentacles here being a little bit more grounded. Maybe he works a lot, maybe he works too much, maybe you weren't given enough love. And it's something that you've been examining, something that's come up for you, that there wasn't enough love in your relationship with your father. And you're trying to figure out how to balance that for your own internal kind of divine masculine energy. That masculine energy in your life throughout your entire life. And this feels like someone who has had their father around for their entire life. This feels like someone who's sturdy, someone who is there the whole time. This is not like an estranged father situation. This is someone who grew up with their father in their home. but maybe he was a little bit detached, maybe he worked too much, and it's something that you're working through, the relationship that the two of you had, and the connection that you always wanted from him is something that you're examining right now. I think that is important for you to examine how that affects you in your everyday life, because I feel like it comes right back here over to this self-sabotage card. And it says, when you learn to get out of your own way, there'll be no stopping you. Most of the time, it's not others who prevent you from achieving your true goals. It's that inner voice that derails those carefully woven plans. Is it my fault? Why wasn't he able to love me a little bit more? Was it me? Was I not lovable? When you have those thoughts running through your mind, you actually manifest people to come into your life that will treat you that way. Or you read into a situation, or you're triggered to remember a situation. Maybe you manifest someone who works a lot because it's what you resonate with your whole life. You've been around a man who works hard for his money. He works hard to support his family. It's honorable. He's proud of that. You're proud of him for that. And you've manifested someone in your life who is that same way, that hardworking man. It's an honorable thing. And you're proud of him for this. You look for that in a man. But then things start to develop, and it's like, well, I really would like for you to spend a little bit more time for me. Don't you want to spend time with me? Don't you want to, develop our relationship and show me affection? And ultimately, that's what you need. That's what you want more than anything. And it starts to manifest this exact same situation. And it actually, it in your heart space, it kind of solidifies the feeling that you weren't good enough, that you weren't lovable. Because look, that situation has come up again. I found another person in my life who reflects that same situation that my dad did too. It must be that I'm just not a lovable person. Everybody that keeps coming into my life, they don't want to take the time to love me. They all they understand is money and business and spending time at their job and being tired when they come home, and which you appreciate. Maybe you're a stay-at-home mom, or it feels like it's someone who is supported by this person, whether it's a husband or just someone that they're in a relationship with. But what it does is perpetuate this cycle of self-sabotage where you're accepting those men. They look familiar to you. That's why your energy attracts them in, because you long for that connection with your father again. But instead of going to the source of it and examining that relationship, you're playing that out with every situation, every relationship that comes into your life. And at the end of the day, it is self-sabotage, because you're allowing that kind of person in your life, you're allowing that kind of relationship to dictate how you live your life and what you accept from them, and the kind of relationship that you accept in, the kind that is based only around, not only, because there is love there. It feels like this is definitely, there is love there, and that's what attracted you in, but it's not enough for you. And it's okay to say, that's not enough for me. I want more than that. I want a passionate, loving, affectionate man in my life who also, understands the value of hard work, but can fill in the gap a little bit and show me that this is not the only kind of man out there. Now, that person, it's not their responsibility to show up for you. You have to demand that from the universe. You have to demand that I'm not going to do this to myself anymore. I am completely lovable. I embrace myself. I am my authentic self. And I'm amazing. And this is the kind of relationship that I want. I want the kind of love that I've been striving for my entire life. Easier said than done, right? How do I do that? You demand it from yourself. And you love yourself in that way. I am a divine being. Open your eyes, move that hand out of the way, open your eyes to who you truly are, this blossoming. Like, open your eyes and look at all these flowers around you, waiting for you to look at them and to shine your light on them. Shine your light on those around you and on yourself. Look in the mirror and shine the light on yourself and understand, really strive to understand how amazing you are and how much you shine. And this connection starts to grow, it starts to blossom. Whether it's with your father or it's not, you're going to reflect that within yourself. This is the divine masculine within yourself. This is the divine masculine that looks at you like you're a goddess. You should look at yourself that way. Embrace who your inner divine feminine is, who your authentic self is, and decide what it is that you want to become, the type of person that you want to become, and you're going to attract those energies in too without even thinking about it. You don't need to think about it. She's looking at this card, this 10 of Pentacles, and the card to her just has money written all over it. You know, is that what this relationship is about? Is it just about money? Has it always been about money, or is there love there between the two of them? There's a lot of green on this card, which is, it's representative of the heart chakra. I'm seeing the heart chakra. And if you look at this situation and all you see is the money surrounding the situation, you're either attracting those kind of relationships and those kind of people into your life, or you're not seeing the bigger picture and you're not seeing the love deep down underneath, because you need it to be more evident than that. You need it to not be something that you have to search for, something that's, you need something a little bit more open. You need affection. You need open love. You need words of affirmation. So start with yourself. Stand in front of the mirror and give yourself those affirmations. On your mirror, write, I am. Start with just I am. It's a really great place to start. And then you're going to start deciding what you are. I am lovable. I am. I am supportive. I'm strong. I'm beautiful. I'm blossoming. I am powerful, and I am stepping into my power. I am. And wait and see how that develops for you. You're in the very beginning stages of coming into this awakening and figuring out who it is that you are. And it feels a lot like that was kind of sparked on Father's Day, which was right around the full moon. So I'm sure the full moon energy had a lot to do with that too. It fed into igniting this for you and bringing up this core wound. It feels like this has come up many different times for you. This examination of this relationship with your father and just wanting more from him, wanting it to be more, and feeling guilty about wanting more. Feeling guilty like, well, he works so hard for us though. I mean, he's a good man. He's a really good man. But having it be okay to say that for me personally, it just wasn't enough. It wasn't enough love. I just wasn't loved outwardly enough. And it's okay. He's still an amazing person. And whoever it is that you're with feels like, it doesn't feel like a bad situation. He doesn't feel like a bad person. These are all good men that you're attracting into your life, which is a really good sign. It's just not enough. It's not the right chemistry for you. It's not the right mix because you're not exuding what it is that you feel you deserve. So do that for yourself first. And part of that is, I don't know if someone is thinking about going back to school or taking a class or just studying about these things that are coming up. These videos that you're watching are study for you. This is spirit. Butterflies are representative of spirit and spirit messages, and that's what the deck is called too, spirit messages. But it's like you're really hearing them more now, and you're wanting to look into that a little bit more. What is this that I'm getting from the universe? What does this sign mean? And having your eyes closed in this way, looking up and kind of absorbing what it is that they're telling you is a really great way to integrate what all this is meaning for you and what the next steps are. It's leading to some sort of passion, some sort of it's like a spirit is trying to tell you. It's like, I don't know what I'm passionate about right now. I don't know how to find the passion within myself. What they're asking you to do is listen. They're telling you what your passion is. They're telling you, I'm telling you how to access that kind of passion, that kind of drive, looking for the deeper meaning in life and how to get to it, how to put things to rest from the past, how to identify that as something that you can clear. You can work through these issues and clear them for good. Spirit is telling you how to do that. And so they're asking you to study that. Spirit has its own special way of letting you know that it's time to study again. Maybe this is something that you used to do. It feels like intuitive gifts. It feels like this inspiration comes from something that you hear, something like music. Maybe it's you're getting messages through music, or which I do too. Or it has nothing to do with intuitive gifts. This could be for, different situations here, but it could be you wanting to go back to school to study music again, or to work on your writing, or work on writing music. It feels like something that is geared towards sound. It could either be clairaudience, it could be you're a musician, it's something around sound. From time to time, it's important to go back and learn, whether that's learning old things in a new way or learning something totally new. This is an opportunity to expand your mind. Maybe it's guided meditations. Maybe it's creating guided meditations. It's something that it's developing for you as a passionate new offer, a new way of looking, a new way of looking at your life. So they're asking you to look into that a little bit more. What is it that you close your eyes and dream about? What is it that you hear when you close your eyes and just be? Maybe it's the music of you coming out. Maybe it's the music of your soul coming out and wanting to blossom. Maybe you need to listen to your own soul and what it's telling you. All right, I'm going to pull one from guidance from the Sacred Rebels Oracle deck. This is one of my favorites. It's a really beautiful deck. Oh, there it is. Every journey starts with a single step. That really just goes along with this whole reading and making the decision to step forward in your life. Start with you and decide to step forward into this next phase of your life. Decide that you are ready to just open your eyes and open your eyes. this is a suitcase full of possibility. She's going, maybe it's somebody going on a trip. Maybe you're actually going on a trip. Maybe this trip is going to be eye-opening for you. Whatever it is, it's spirit guided. Look at the power that's in that suitcase. This journey that you're getting ready to go on, this awakening that you're going through right now, has such possibility there. It's surrounded by spirit. More butterflies, more white butterflies. And this, you're just being like whooshed away into whatever it is. Let yourself be guided. Let yourself be led. Don't resist anymore. Don't say, I don't deserve it. I don't deserve that trip. You know, it's selfish. I shouldn't do that for myself. Or looking into and spending so much time on something that I need or that I want is selfish. I have to look out for other people. You got to open your eyes and stop looking at it that way. Every journey starts with a single step. This is a 12 card, which breaks down to a number 3, which to me is about balancing mind, body, and spirit. And you're getting ready to go on a journey. It just solidifies for me too that this is about an awakening for someone on a journey of exploration to mind, body, and spirit, who you are, who you've been trying to become your entire life. That's really beautiful. All right, guys, thanks so much for being here with me. Again, if you want a private reading, get some more specific information on your situation, all the information is in the box below. I look forward to talking to you and interacting with you guys more here in the coming weeks. Make sure to comment, like, subscribe, share with somebody you think this might apply to, and hit the notification bell so that you are notified next time I post a video. Thank you. I'll talk to you guys soon.